What's going on, guys? Me again, so you're back for another video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Militia pilot helmet from Titanfall 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily awesomeness. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a Militia pilot helmet from Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is one of my favorite games of all time and my favorite first-person shooter of all time. I love the campaign. I love everything about it. The campaign is so amazing with all the stuff you can do in it. I love the way that the pilot looks in it, Jack Cooper. I love the look of his suit. I've been wanting to replicate that and make a cosplay of it for a long time now. Sorry guys, I've not made a video in an entire month. It's because I've been sick. I got sick for about 2 weeks, and then the week before that I was wanting to make a video on a suit. I was going to try to be able to make like a video on like a black mask cosplay that I've been working on, and it really just didn't happen because I really didn't get the time to make that video, and then of course I got sick after that, so I'm sorry guys for the delay. So let's start off with the main part of the suit, the helmet. So here's the helmet that I've been working on for a few days now, guys. It looks absolutely amazing. Now this was made just completely from scratch. I did not get a helmet off the internet because I could not find one. I was looking everywhere. There was no video on YouTube for making this helmet or anything. I saw some cool cosplays, but they had the Vanguard Edition helmet, which I've been wanting for a long time, but it's really expensive for the Vanguard Edition. It's like close to $300 for the Vanguard Edition. And then the X-Cozer version, no X-Cozer helmets really fit me anymore. The Flash one came deformed, and then I tried fixing it, and then like a few months later the jaw broke on it, and my Red Hood helmet just really doesn't fit at all. So those X-Cozer helmets are really crappy, and I really just don't like X-Cozer helmets, even though that a lot of people do. I just really don't like the design of them, so I decided to make my own helmet that actually fits me. I had to measure my head and then cut out templates for each bit on it, and then just kind of put it together, and yeah, just like each part of it, like each side. Now it took me about 3 hours to get all of these different extra pieces that stick out, like these like mouth breather pieces, and these pieces, and these ear pieces. All this stuff took me about 3 hours to do, and I just had to layer it up with different foam sheets. And some of these took 3, some of these took 2. They mostly took 3 to make all of these. And yeah, I just really like the look of them. And then I just used one layer for these little circle pieces. There's a lot of just cutting and gluing and just seeing what looked right. I did not use a reference picture. I actually used my Titanfall 2 Jack Cooper action figure that I have, where it's like more of a display figure. So I just looked at the helmet and then just saw each piece. It's not an exact replica, and of course we don't have like the full black part over there, and we can just get each piece on it, but it looks really good. And yeah, I just really like the look of it. So after I got each piece glued together, of course I had to paint it. So I gave it kind of this like light brown type of paint job. I only did one layer because I wanted it very worn, battle damaged look, and just make it look like it's kind of scuffed up and stuff like that. And then these pieces I just kind of left black, like the black foam, and then I just went over with a little bit of gray to weather them. This orange paint job going down here, I just had to actually mix up my own orange because I didn't have an orange color, and I just saw what would look right. These scuff marks, I just used a like kind of like engraving tool that came with my X-Acto knife type of pack, and that's what I used for my Red Hood helmet. You can't see it on frame, but that's what I used for that battle damage on it, and I also used that to carve out these little divots right here. Visor is made out of canvas mesh like all my other visors and lenses, so I just kind of put that in there, and it's light blue canvas mesh, and I just cut out a square that would fit right, and then I actually just bolted it down with some brads, and it just goes through the foam, and they're held in really nicely. And I actually have some on like the nose piece, but it's covered up by a thin piece of foam. It's actually sticky foam, and then I super glued it down. This entire helmet's basically super glued except for this, which is hot glue. And yeah, I just really like the look of this. Now how it holds on is actually this back strap, which is like a lot of my other helmets. They've actually changed up the straps recently at Hobby Lobby, so you actually have to sew this part as well. So we sewed right here, and right here to the foam, because gluing it can eventually rip off. So we did that, and that put some super glue over it to reinforce it. And then I did the same right here and sewed it. Now this is accidentally actually on the side, but it looks more military-like, and I kind of like that look. And then also we have this that kind of sticks out to give it more of a military look. Now you actually have to unbuckle this to put it on instead of slipping it on, because it kind of cradles the back of your head, because it actually is a little bit low, so it kind of just holds your head really well. And I actually made this where it hides my ears perfectly. So here we go. Trying it on in 3, 2, 1. So here is the Titanfall 2 Militia pilot helmet. I love the look of this. Man, my Jack Cooper cosplay is going to look awesome with this. I just really like the design of it. I can move my head perfectly, and I can see out of it perfectly. It's one of my most comfortable helmets I've ever made. I think it might actually be more comfortable than my Red Hood helmet, because it just the pristineness of it, and it's just so comfortable in my face. Man, and pretty soon I'm going to be getting like a ski mask or like a balaclava type of thing, so it hides the back of my head and my hair and also my neck, so I don't have that issue. Because this is not actually a full helmet. I was going to make it a full helmet, but the template sizes were a little too small for my liking, and I ran out of foam, so I couldn't make another helmet. So I just went with it, and just had a non-back type of helmet, and just added this type of buckle type thing. So I really like the look of this, and it's coming along great. This cosplay is going to be amazing. You probably saw this in the background. This is another part of the cosplay that I've been working on, and this is the shoulder armor, which will be going on right here, and it will be, I guess, like connected somehow to the chest armor. And then this is what I'm going to try and make this suit look like. Of course, I won't be able to make it look exactly like this, but see, this is the shoulder armor that I made. And yeah, I actually like this almost more than the helmet, because it looks so much like it. And yeah, and then I'll be making the chest armor soon. I'll have an actual like carabiner right here. And yeah, I'm going to make it look great. And I'll be using the gloves for my Star-Lord cosplay, and I'm going to get a digital watch to have like the watch that he uses to go back in time with, close to the end of the game. And yeah, I'll be getting the scarf soon, and it will look awesome. This will be like one of the best cosplays that I've ever made. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something for making templates and for making your own Titanfall 2 Militia Pilot helmet. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye guys!